Hello Dynamo families, hope you are safe and well. Here John Oliva, today one more video. This is our number 7 session, so please do not forget to watch the other ones if you don't see it or review it every time you need it. Today we will not talk about how we build up, we work a lot on that. We told last week about how we're gonna defend. Today we're gonna work on transitions, that moment when we lose the ball or we get the ball back, and let's see what we're gonna do. But Johnny will talk on positions. We did cover everything. We just gonna talk today about our number 10. And remember, stay at home for our orange. Stay safe.
Okay, so before we start talking about the transitions, remember that transitions is that moment that we come from the attack to defense or from the defense to the attack. And we want to focus on this one, the moment that we go from attack to defense, what we're going to do when we lose the ball. And the concept that we're going to talk is the first press. So now, for example, we have the ball here, our number 7 on the right has the ball, and he or she's trying to make a 1v1. It's good to do it, but if we lose the ball, we need to be ready for that. For us, the nearest player is going to have to make press on the ball. The players who are close to the ball, but they are not the nearest one, they need to close passing lines. We can do that reducing the distance with the direct opponent. We can do that getting together, getting close into the ball, but we are not dropping back. Who is dropping back, if they have to do it, is the rest of the players that they are far from the ball. They need to do like a defense reorganization. Let's see an example. This one, identifying as a first defender, is going to press on the ball. These 3 players who are close, now it's 3, maybe are 2, maybe it's just 1, but they're kind of close to the ball. They're going to make press. They're going to step up. The rest of the team, they're going to reorganize, taking the reference of the teammates, taking the reference of the spaces to protect, mostly the direct channel to goal, and taking the reference of the opponent. And obviously, the ball. That's the 4 reference that we need to take. Okay, so let's recreate a situation that we can find in almost every single game. We're gonna pass the ball to a winger, and the defender will intercept that ball. For us, as a coaches, it's so important that you can identify yourself what you should do depending where you are in relation with the ball, if you are far or close to the ball, as we just explained. So the test for you today is what should the players do and who is the first defender. I'm gonna put you 3 examples. So the first question will be about number 11. What number 11 should do? He or she can drop, she can pray, he can stay there. What our number 8 in this situation, relating with the opponent and the ball, what should do? Stay, step up, drop, go to where the center backs are. And what our number 2 right back, maybe almost the farthest player where the ball is, what should do? Let's see the answers. If you need time to think about your answers or talk about the answers, pause the video. If not, I'm gonna say what I think that is the answers for me, because soccer is a very complex game, and depending the point of view, you can switch on things. So the most important thing here is you always need to ask your coaches about what should we do. But for us in general, I will tell you that right now, for example, our first answer, our number 11, identifying like the first defender, because he or she is the closest player to the ball, he needs to make press on the player who has the ball. So number 11, first press. What about number 8? Number 8 maybe is the difficult one. Number 8 for me has to take care of this first option of pass, to avoid them to make a counterattack, because you are not the first player to the ball, but you are in the close ball zone. Close the passing lines and take care of this player in that situation to avoid the counterattack. What about number 2? Obviously, he's in that third zone, he's in the farthest zone, and he needs to drop and organize the team defensively. Because if number 4 needs to step to help number 3 or number 8, number 5 will take the 4 spot, so number 2 has to be close to protect the center. Hope you enjoyed, hope you get a good answers, and if not, keep working. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to continue to talk about the roles, responsibilities, and characteristics of our players. We're now going to move into the attacking midfield. So we're going to talk about our number 10, our playmaker here. A lot of responsibility put on this guy, so let's have a chat about some of those. So his starting position, when we are in possession of the ball, we're looking for this guy to try and find space in between the lines. So he's going to be ahead of the midfield, behind our forward group, but particularly between the lines of the opposition. So this is their defensive group. This is one of their deepest midfield players. Our number 10 is going to operate in this space between the lines. Ideally, with inside the width of the penalty box, we don't really need this guy going over here. We want to see him central. The reason that we want to see him central is he's going to be our creative playmaker. So we're looking for this guy to connect with our 9, connect with our 7 and our 11, and particularly, if possible, to be playing balls in behind this defensive group. This is a dangerous area where we're looking to play if we can get in behind that defensive line. So this is a role and responsibility of our number 10 when we are in possession of the ball. Okay, when maybe our teammate has possession of the ball, now we're looking for our number 10 to penetrate without the ball. So maybe our number 9 drops in, that creates a bit of space in behind as we've drawn in our central defender. Now we're looking for these penetrating runs in behind. So he has responsibility to be creative in possession, has responsibility to be creative when maybe he doesn't have the ball, but perhaps a teammate does. Okay? Again, high responsibility for scoring goals, whether it's distance shooting or whether it's getting into dangerous areas and scoring goals inside the penalty box. But we're looking for our number 10 to create for himself or create for teammates. Okay? Once maybe the ball goes into a wide area, now we're looking for our number 10 to help with the box organisation. How are we going to set up inside the area here? Maybe our 9 makes a front post run, our weak side forward comes in on a back post run. Maybe our 10 is just going to stay out a little bit, look for a little cut back here and score. We don't want to see all of our forwards in the same spot. So again, that number 10 arriving maybe a little bit later into the penalty area ahead of the number 9. Can we organise to make sure that we are all in goal scoring scenarios? Okay. Again, from the set pieces, particularly from corner kicks or free kicks in dangerous areas, we're looking for creativity from our number 10, whether it's to go direct to goal on free kicks or to run through maybe some routines that we've worked on previously for our set pieces. So a lot of responsibility for goal scoring and creating for our number 10, our playmaker. Out of possession, again, has responsibility, whether it's to press high on a slow build-up from the opposition, or whether it's to counter-press when we lose possession to make sure that we are hunting the ball, winning it back quickly before the opposition can organise their attacking principles, and ideally win it back in high areas of the field where we can go direct to goal. Okay? If the opposition do manage to break the press and they get the ball into the midfield, again, this guy we would be expecting not to cheat and stay high, but to work back and help him with our midfield block here. This guy does have defensive responsibilities. Ideally, what we're looking for is his immediate opponent is going to be the opposition number 6 out of possession. So when there is slow build-up, we are looking for the number 10 to find that number 6 and make sure that this pivot is not able to play penetrating passes, but everything that this guy does is either negative or ultimately loses the ball. So again, creative responsibility and goal scoring for our number 10, responsibility on the press, the counter press, and making sure that we know our immediate opponent, the number 6. The deep lying defensive centre mid for the opposition is your immediate defensive opponent. So that's it in a concept. Creative in possession. Can we set up teammates? Can we score? Defensively, press, counter press, and go find that number 6. That's what we're looking for. These are the characteristics of our number 10, our attacking central midfield player, our playmaker. Thank you.
something that way.
Just remember that if you want to keep practicing mastering the ball and new skills, you can join us in the Dynamo Academy Skill Builder 15-week challenge. You can review or check the last emails and you can find the link there. Hope you liked the video. Stay safe, forever orange.